Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Silvana and today I have a special treat for you, a 35-minute restorative yoga session designed for stress relief. This deep stretching routine will help you to unwind, relax and to find a sense of calm. No props are needed, so whenever you are ready, roll out your mat, find a quiet place and let's get started. We will start today lying down on the back, bringing the feet together and let your knees fall outwards so that the soles of your feet are touching. Take one hand onto your chest and the other hand onto your belly. Close your eyes and just take a moment here to arrive. Breathing deeply in through the nose and exhale slowly out. Becoming calm and steady with the breath. Visualize your body melting down into the floor. Inhale and exhale out. Start to bring your knees slowly together. Soles of the feet are coming onto the mat, arms by your side. Extend the left leg and pull your right knee towards the chest, opening up the hip. Interlock the fingers. Pull the knee a little bit closer towards your right armpit. Let the shoulders be heavy. Inhale and exhale out. Taking one more breath here, pull the knee a little closer. Slowly release again. Right foot back onto the mat, bend the left knee and then extend your right leg out. Pull the left knee to the chest, interlock the fingers and pull the knee a little bit closer. Close your eyes if that feels good. Breathing deeply in and out and notice how the hip is opening up. One more breath here. And then release. Bend both knees, both feet on the mat. Figure 4 stretch. Bring your right ankle onto your left knee. Lift the left foot, thread the right arm between the legs. And then interlock your fingers on top of the left shin bone or behind the left knee. Gently pull the knee a little bit closer towards you. Relax the head back and feel the stretch in your outer right hip. Close your eyes, breathing deeply in and out into that stretch. Relax the shoulders down and try to press your lower back down. Slowly release again, left foot on the mat, right foot back on the mat, and we change the sides. Left ankle on right knee, lift the right foot, interlock your fingers, either on your right shin bone or behind the right knee, and gently pull the knee a little bit closer. Relaxing the head and shoulders, close your eyes. Stay with the breath. Let go of any tension. One more breath here. And then release. Placing both feet back down onto the mat. Lift the feet, get hold of the back of the knees and rock and roll yourself up to seated. Coming into a tabletop position. Coming onto your hands and knees. Hands are directly underneath your shoulders and knees are hip-width apart. Pushing the hips to the left side and gaze over your right shoulder, making that rib-hip connection on your right side. Inhale, coming back to center, and then exhale, push your hips to the right, gaze over the left shoulder and bring the left shoulder back towards your left hip. Inhale again as you come back to center. And exhale to your right side. Gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Keep on going. 2 more breaths. opening up the side body, moving with your breath. And then slowly come back to center, tabletop position. Thread the needle. Left arm lifts. Inhale, gaze up to your left hand. And then exhale, thread your left arm underneath your right. Twist deeply, reach far to bring the left shoulder and your side of the head down onto the mat. And maybe reach your right fingertips forward. Feel the stretch in your right side body. And try to release all the weight onto that left shoulder. Keeping the hips nicely lifted in line with your knees. One more breath. And release. Right hand next to the head. Press through the right hand and find tabletop position. Inhale, right arm lifts, gaze up to the right side. And exhale, thread the needle, bringing the right shoulder and side of the head down, and maybe reach your left fingertips forward towards the front of the mat. Maybe walk your left fingertips a little bit further to the right corner of the mat to open the side body even more. Breathing deeply here and relax into that stretch in your outer right shoulder. Slowly release again, left hand next to the head, press through the hand, untwist and come back to tabletop. Extend the right leg now behind you and tuck the toes under for a calf stretch. Inhale and exhale, press your hands into the mat, pressing the right heel a little bit further back. Feel the stretch in your right hamstring, calf muscle. Keep the core tight, belly button towards the spine, and keep on pressing through the hands. One more breath here. And then slowly release. Bend the knee, tabletop position. Onto the other side. Extend your left leg back behind you. Tuck the toes under. Core engaged. Inhale. And as you exhale, press through the hands and press the left heel a little bit further back. Feel the stretch in your left hamstring and in the left calf muscle. Head relaxed, keeping the gaze down to the mat. One more breath here. And then release. Come back into tabletop position. From here into lizard pose. Bringing the right foot forward towards the edge of the mat and try to place the foot next to your right hand. From here, push your hips forward, maybe walking the left foot a little bit further back to open the hips up a little bit more. Let your left hip become heavy. Your right toes are slightly turned outwards and let your right knee fall a little bit outwards, keeping the gaze down. Feel the hips opening and feel the stretch here in the front of the left hip. Let's get ready for our twist. Keeping the left hand underneath your shoulder, let the right knee fall out. Bring the right hand on your right knee and gently press the knee a little bit further outwards. Rotate the upper body towards your right side and gaze over your right shoulder. Let your left hip sink even further down into the mat. Breathing deeply here into that deep hip opener. Taking one more breath here. And we slowly release. Gaze to the front, both hands underneath your shoulders. Take the left knee a little bit further in And bring your right knee back so that you come back into your tabletop position. Left foot comes forward now next to your left hand. Maybe bring the right knee a little bit further back and flatten the right toes. Left foot on the edge of the mat and left hand on the inside of the foot. Feel the hip opening up. Let the hips be heavy. Your left toes are slightly turned outwards. Breathing deeply into the stretch. One more breath here. And let's find our twist. Let the left knee fall outwards, right hand underneath your shoulder, and take your left hand onto that left knee. Gently press the knee a little bit further out, rotate the upper body to the left side and gaze over your left shoulder. Let your right hip become heavy. Feel it sinking a little bit further down to the mat. Breathing deeply in and out. Feel the hips opening. Taking one more breath here. And we slowly release both hands onto the mat. And then slowly take your left foot back so that you come back into your tabletop position. Come to seated on the mat, extending the legs out in front of you. We are finding cow face. You want to extend the legs. And from here, bend your left knee and take the left foot over your right leg. Bend the right knee now and bring the heel of the right foot towards the left side of your hips. Stack the knees as close together as possible, making sure the sitting bones stay grounded and lengthen your spine. Inhale. And as you exhale, reach the fingertips a little bit further forward and let your upper body sink over your legs. Relax the head and breathe here deeply into your outer hips. Use the breath to ease into the stretch. With every exhale, fold a little bit further forward. Taking another deep breath here. And then release. Upper body is coming back up. We release the pose, extend the legs out again. And then bend both knees and maybe let your knees fall a little bit from side to side, releasing any tension from the hips. And then extend the left leg, right knee bend and take the right foot over your left leg. Fold the lower leg so the left heel comes to the right side of your hips and stack your knees on top of each other. Try to bring them as close together as possible. Spine long, bring the arms by your side. Inhale. And as you exhale, fold over the legs. Walk the fingertips away from you, relax the head. Let the upper body fold over the legs and feel a nice deep stretch in your outer hips. Inhale and exhale. Let go of any blockage, any tension. Let the sitting bones root you down and use the weight of the upper body to anchor the legs down. One more breath here and release. lifting the upper body. Release the legs out in front of you. Bend the knees and let your knees fall again from side to side. Releasing any tension. Coming to a stop again. Come towards the front of your mat and roll yourself all the way back. We are coming to lying on the belly. So you want to turn around here onto your side first and then onto the belly. Creating cactus arms. So you're taking the elbows shoulder width away from the body with your elbows bent and the forehead on the mat. Inhale here. As you exhale, push your left hand into the floor and roll onto your right side body, stacking the hips on top of each other. Maybe bend your right knee and place the right foot behind the left leg. Feel a deep stretch in your right shoulder and in the right side of the chest. Try to relax the head. Keep on pushing the left hand into the floor. Stay on the side body. 2 more breaths here. And 1 more breath. Slowly release, extend the legs, roll back onto the belly and both arms in cactus arms. Elbows shoulder width away. Press your right hand into the floor and roll onto your left side body. Maybe bring the right foot behind you, keeping the right knee bent. Relaxing the head, feel the stretch in your left shoulder and left side of the chest. Inhale and exhale out. Hips on top of each other. 2 more breaths here. Relax the face. And 1 more deep breath. Slowly release again. Extend both legs and roll back onto the belly, finding cactus arms, forehead on the mat. Thread the needle. Extend your right arm out in front, lift the chest and thread your left arm underneath your right and bring the forehead back down onto the mat. Walk your right fingertips further forward and try to press your right shoulder a little bit further down. Square the hips onto the mat and feel that nice deep stretch in your outer left shoulder. Keep on squaring the upper body, the hips, and breathe deeply in and out. Taking 1 more breath, and then release. Lift the head and thread the arm and find cactus arms, forehead on the mat. Extend your left arm now, thread the right arm underneath your left and walk your left fingertips far out over the head. Resting the forehead on the mat, try to press your left shoulder down and square the hips. Breathe deeply into your outer right shoulder. One more breath here. And then slowly release. Lift the head and thread the arms and then roll back, coming onto the back in supine position. Bend both knees again and we find our figure 4 stretch. Right ankle on the left knee, thread the right arm between the legs and pull the left knee a little bit closer to your chest. Notice if the hips feel a little bit more supple and open than they were in the beginning of the practice. Relax the shoulders down. Relax the lower back down. Slowly let go of the leg and extend your right leg up to the ceiling, interlocking the fingers behind the right hamstring or calf muscle and extend the left leg all the way out onto your mat. Breathing deeply here into the stretch. If the hamstring is tight, you can keep your right knee a little bit bent. Inhale, create a little bit more length. And exhale, gently pull the leg a little bit closer. Inner thigh stretch. Hold on to your right calf muscle, ankle or outer leg. And take your left hand on your left hip, keeping both hips grounded. Inhale. And as you exhale, let your right leg fall outwards, opening up the right hip joint. Try to keep your right leg as long as possible. But again, if your hamstring is tight, you can keep your right knee a little bit bent. Make sure the upper body and both hips are balanced on the mat. Feel your stretch here in the inner thigh. Inhale and exhale out. Stay here for a few more deep breaths. Slowly bring the leg back to center and hold on to your leg with both hands. IT bend stretch. Get hold of your right leg with your left hand and take your right hand onto your right hip to make sure to keep it grounded. Inhale here, and as you exhale, pull your right leg gently a little bit to the left side without lifting the right hip. Feel the stretch in your outer right thigh. It might be just a small move to the left. Feel the stretch and breathe, keeping the leg as long as possible. Slowly come back to center and hold on to the leg with both hands. One more breath here. And release. Bend both knees, both feet on the mat. Center yourself and take your left ankle on the right knee. Figure 4 stretch. Pull the right knee towards the chest. Relax the head, relax the shoulders down. Feel the stretch in your outer left hip. Take one more breath here. And then let go of the right leg. Extend the left leg up to the ceiling, interlock the fingers behind the hamstring or the calf muscle and extend your right leg all the way out onto the mat. Inhale, create a little bit more length in the leg and exhale, pull the leg gently closer. Try to press the shoulders down, making sure the lower back stays on the mat. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale as you stretch a little bit deeper. Inner thigh stretch. Hold on to your left leg with your left hand, either the ankle, lower leg, or the outer thigh. Right hand on the right hip. Inhale. And exhale, let the left leg fall outwards, opening up the left hip joint. Make sure to keep both hips and the upper body square and balanced on the mat. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Let gravity pull the leg a little bit lower. Stay here and breathe. Slowly release and lift the left leg back to center. Hold on to the leg with both hands. IT bend stretch. Take your left hand or thumb onto your left hip. Make sure to keep the hip grounded. Holding onto the leg with your right hand. Inhale here. And as you exhale, let the left leg fall a bit over to your right side so you feel the stretch in your outer left thigh. Make sure to keep both hips square on the mat. Inhale, create a little bit more length. And exhale, see if you can stretch a little bit deeper. Stay here and breathe. Taking another deep breath here. And then slowly release. Come back to center. Hold on to the leg with both hands. Bend the knee. One more breath. And then release. Fish pose. Extend the legs and bring your hands underneath your buttocks with the palms facing down. Feet together. Lift the upper body, chest and head, and bring the elbows underneath your rib cage. Inhale. As you exhale, let the head drop back and try to bring the top of the head onto the mat. Feel the stretch in the front body. Feel the chest opening. Try to relax the face. Stay here and breathe. We slowly release, lift the head, remove the arms and come back to lying on the mat. Pull the knees into the chest, hugging them towards you, maybe rocking a little bit from side to side, massaging the spine. Eagle legs. Take your right knee over the left and maybe hook your right toes underneath your left calf. Take both arms shoulder width away from the body. Inhale. Exhale, let the legs fall over to the left side. Spinal twist. Let the head drop to the right, gaze over your right shoulder. Feel the rotation in your lower back. And feel gravity pulling down the knees. Let the shoulder blades melt down into the mat. Inhale and exhale. Find stillness. Slowly come back to center. Uncross the legs, lift the legs, inhale. Exhale, left knee over the right. Maybe hook the toes underneath your calf muscle. Inhale. And then exhale, let both feet fall over towards your right side. Stack the hips on top of each other and gaze over your left shoulder. Close your eyes and let yourself become heavy. Visualize your body melting down into the floor. Stay connected with the breath and observe any sensations within the body. 2 more breaths here. And 1 more deep breath. Prepare to release. Gaze up towards the ceiling. And then slowly uncross the legs. Lift both feet up. Inhale. Exhale, pull the knees to the chest. Give yourself 1 more hug. And release. Extend the legs out. Find your final pose, Shavasana. Let the toes fall outwards. Take the arms a little bit away from your body, palms face up towards the ceiling. Close your eyes and find your deep yoga breath. Breathing deeply in through the nose and exhale slowly out. Let yourself become heavy. Inhale and exhale. Let that feeling of peace and relaxation overcome you. With each breath, allow yourself to become more and more relaxed. Slowly start to deepen the breath. Become aware of your physical existence. Introducing some small movements back into your body. Rotating ankles, wrists, maybe start stretching yourself a little bit. And whenever you are ready, roll onto your side first. Give your body a moment to readjust. And whenever you are ready, slowly lift yourself up to come to seated on the mat. Find a comfortable seat cross-legged on your mat. Keep the eyes closed. Enjoy the stillness around you. And then slowly lift the arms up over the head. Interlock your fingers, palms up. And give yourself a little side stretch. First to one side, to the center, and then to the other side. Back to the center, release the arms, warm up the palms, close your eyes, and then place the palms in front of your closed eyes and slowly open the eyes into your palms. And release the hands. Thank you so much for joining me for today's practice. I hope you enjoyed the class. If so, give this video a thumbs up or leave me a comment below. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Until next time, Namaste.